Hello and welcome to The Tennis, where love means nothing and revenge is best served on grass. Big show ahead of us today. Back with a vengeance, Swiatek and Sinner write their redemption stories. Race to the top, we rank the current crop of Grand Slam champions. And what's in the box? No, not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. It's infamous moments from tennis's most exclusive seats. All that and more ahead with me, Xave Muehlebach. Joining me as always is Brie Stewart.
Hi.
How are you?
I didn't understand your Gwyneth Paltrow.
From 7, at the end of 7, there's a box, and in the box is Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
cool. Tedious link.
One of the best films ever made.
Yeah, I know, but like just quite
Yeah.
meta.
Yes.
Luke gets it.
I got it now.
I know,
I
but
don't get it.
What
if I
movie?
hadn't
7.
7.
Yeah.
if I hadn't got
Yeah.
you to explain, no one would know what you're talking about.
No, you're
And
not
that's why
giving
you
our
need me.
audience
Let's
the
continue.
credit they deserve. Enough from you. Over to Luke. Welcome.
Hello, guys. Great to be
Yeah.
back. Keen to chat some tennis.
Great. Speaking of tennis, we've got a real life player. Not that you're not. Well, you were.
Mean.
That was
Why do I do
really
this to Luke?
That was tough.
harsh.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome.
Jaimee
Thanks for having me.
Fourlis.
I'm back.
Awesome. Well, we've got a lot to talk about. Wimbledon's just finished up, so I thought let's just jump straight in. Brie, what caught your eye?
So our finalists. So Iga defeated Anisimova and Sinner defeated Alcaraz. But we are going to cut quickly to Duncan and Todd, who are going to wrap it up for us.
Great.
We have two new Wimbledon champions. In the men's, it's Jannik Sinner. In the women's, it's Iga Swiatek, and Todd's just joining me now. Todd, what did you make of that men's final?
Well, it didn't go the way I was expecting. I thought Carlos would win that, but Jannik Sinner today, his execution and his ability to shut down all of Alcaraz's strengths were quite extraordinary. There was that lift by Alcaraz at the end of the first set, and you think, okay, he's going to keep going, and then that one bad game, the first service game of the second, then set the tone really for the rest of the match, because Jannik Sinner's level never differed, and that's one of the great strengths of him. And then Carlos just he had the oxygen taken out of him. He just wasn't able to find a way to break through.
And how impressed were you with the ability for Jannik to really serve that out? He would have been thinking about it a lot.
Without doubt, because the scoreline was nearly identical,
Yeah.
how things had played out in Paris. But his serving today was on point. He served the highest percentage he's ever served in a match against Alcaraz. The accuracy in set 1 and 2 was good, but got even better in sets 3 and 4. So statistically, he had to keep doing the same. And, he got that first point when he served for it. That makes such a difference to keep things loose. And then there was the point that set up 40 love. And for me, when you watch a player and you see them actually start to work on their game and improve, and they know they've got to do things that isn't comfortable, where was he? He's approaching the net and making a nice little difficult short cross-court forehand volley, and then ready for the next one into the open court. That's a player that has worked on a lot of things, that under a key moment was really ready to take it on. So I at the end of it all, I watched this match thinking, you know what? I expected that Sinner would win in Paris and that Alcaraz would win here. But when you watch this match today, we may see the reverse of that, because I think Sinner takes the racket out of Alcaraz's hand on grass. He doesn't have as much time to be creative, to play the drop shots, to work the point. And I think Jannik Sinner is going to win many more of these.
What did you make of the women's final? Iga Swiatek,
Well,
so impressive, but very lopsided, wasn't it?
It was lopsided, and we all know the storyline of how quick it was. And in some ways, for Amanda, it looks like she might have played her final in the semi, and it's an experience. I think she'll bounce back okay. I think she's had some life experiences that have balanced her, even to get back to this point of being in a Wimbledon final. But on Iga, relentless. It was graph-like. It was. It's so ironic that she would lose in Paris and get the time to play a lead-in tournament and prepare better for here, and a little less pressure than normal as well. She wasn't the number one player in the world, but in the final, what experience she showed from the very first point. Again, she was ruthless and very deserving overall.
Do you see this as maybe the return of her to the top of the women's game?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, she didn't go diving, did she? She just fallen off a ranking point or two, and this will give her confidence on every surface now. And I look forward to seeing really what she can do in Australia, because now that's the one to complete that whole set, and we've got that with Alcaraz too coming at the next AO. So some really good stories unfolding. But I think for Iga, it's taken a bit of time for the new coaching team to kick in, and I think she'll trust and believe in that now in Wim for set. And overall, I mean, the championships, after what we saw in the first week, it's been absolutely a brilliant finish to it.
Yeah, just one last one. Any other highlights from week 2, Todd, since we last spoke? Some great doubles finals.
Yeah, well, the invitational mix was not a highlight, I can assure
Come
you.
on,
That.
you weren't that bad.
Alicia had to carry me over in that one. But, I mean, the highlights of the second week, well, I think it's actually seeing Sinner rise.
Yeah.
The mental capacity from him for what he's been through just really shows you how incredible a young man he is. And, you know, perhaps one of the things, it wasn't a shot, it wasn't a winning of the match, it was actually both Alcaraz and Sinner's speeches at the end of this final, because boy have we got two very intelligent young men who are going to drive our sport. And you know, if you're a parent at home and you saw that, you'd be going, oh yep, I want my kids to play tennis.
Yeah, good on you, Todd. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, great insights there from our men on the ground over there in Wimbledon. Brie, kick us off.
Well, you know, I think the women's final was a difficult one to see the scoreline. Anisimova has come out and been brilliant in press, being really positive about it, talking about how everything's a learning. You know, it just wasn't her day, but a scoreline of 6-love would be hard to cope with. But a huge achievement for her and an even bigger achievement for Iga.
Yeah.
We did see before she finished her match and then she went and hugged Courtney Cox.
Well, she's an epic Friends fan, isn't she?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, she's a pretty big fan of lots of pop culture stuff, Iga, you know, Tay-Tay. But seeing her hug Courtney Cox, I was like, oh, what did you guys think about the winners of Wimbledon?
It's pretty amazing mental resilience, isn't it, from Jannik, especially not only a month earlier, I guess, squandering those match points in the French Open final and then losing the first set in the Wimbledon final, coming back and winning the second, third and fourth, and amazing tennis there. And those two are just really changing the game, I feel, and feel like they're clearly the two best in the men's game right now. And it's just great to see when they both go at it. Amazing tennis. And Swiatek, I feel like she went under the radar a little bit this Wimbledon, and only losing 2 games in her last 2 matches of the tournament, pretty amazing. So to see Love in the final as well, a little bit of a shame for Anisimova, but I think she said, you know, if someone said she was going to be in the final a fortnight earlier, she would have taken it every day of the week. And what do you think, Jaimee?
Yeah, I think Anisimova, I think her story is pretty incredible. Like the last 4 or 5 years, what she's been through mentally, and it would take such a big toll on her. And I think to come out and even to play a Wimby final, like that's such a cool experience. And I know physically she said that she probably wasn't up to scratch with someone like Iga, and that's the level you need to be at to be able to win a slam.
Yeah.
She said that she didn't hit the day before because physically she couldn't get out there.
Too tired,
she was too
wasn't she?
tired. So
Yeah.
I think something like that is such a big learning curve to be able to be like, okay, if I want to win a slam and I want to match it with the best, that's the level that I need to be able to sustain. And I think there was a stat, I'm not 100% sure, that if the person that beat Kudermetova, Polina,
I
the
saw that.
sister, I think it was the sister, would win Wimby. So
Yeah.
Krejcikova last year beat Kudermetova, and then she won it, and then Iga played her first round and also won it. So I think that was a pretty cool stat.
Yeah, I saw that too. A little bit of a superstition there, I think, too.
But just on Anisimova, like, there's all this headline, double bagel this, and, you know, 6-love, and all these things. Piss off. Like, she got to a final of a Grand Slam and did an amazing... I don't
Poor
think... She
athletes.
might have not had her best day, but she was in the final and she got outplayed by one of the current best in
women
the WTA.
players. Yeah.
So I think, sure, not a great result, but still an epic journey to get there. So absolute mad props to her.
And I think, too, further, she's now ranked inside the top 10
Yeah,
for the first
boom!
time,
That's
number
huge.
7. So,
Yeah.
like, it's massive.
What
but
have you done?
You're getting a bit
Sorry,
violent.
I was just reading some
I know.
analysis and stuff.
But that's
not
what's
from anyone
so
here.
good how she responded. She
Yeah.
was just so, wasn't my day.
Yeah.
This is going to make me stronger. She's really quite positive.
Yeah.
Like, it was good. And she's obviously spent a lot of time working on her mental health to be
Yeah,
able
definitely.
to be there and talk like that.
And she'll be back.
She will be.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, amazing event over in Wimbledon, and our first Italian and first player from Poland to win Wimbledon ever.
Amazing.
So huge results there. And as we all saw before, Sinner's mum very happy now.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. Luke,
Yes.
sticking with you, my man.
Yep.
What's your caught your eye moment?
What caught my eye was the fairy tale run of Rinky Hijikata and David Pell making the final of the men's doubles as alternates. So they were the third alternate at the beginning of the tournament. Sometimes Wimbledon don't use their wild cards. In this case, they didn't use 2. So the list moved 2 spots and then one team pulled out. So they moved in. And there's a quote here. It was our first time speaking on the day the tournament started. So pretty incredible there. Saving match points in round 1, 2, and the semi-final in sets 2 and 3 in round 1. So absolutely amazing there. Rinky obviously won the AO in 2023 with Jason Kubler here as wildcard. So I was having a chat to him this morning, and I don't think he'll mind me saying that he's quite up and down in his doubles. He can be not great, but when he gets his eye in and confident, he's so dangerous. So absolutely incredible to see, and I feel like he really steps up in those big matches deep in slams.
I just don't understand one thing about all of this. Like, this isn't the first time we've heard about, doubles pairings who don't play together. They meet each other for the first time. But to work as a team, how do they quickly just pick up? Like, I know there's lots of hand signals and all that sort of jazz, but how does it, talk me through how 2 people can just suddenly play a match?
Well, I think it's a little bit on personality also. It depends on like your partner, and sometimes you just like have that moment where you just click, 2 opposites attract, or something special can happen throughout the week where you get a little bit lucky. Also, I think I found that in doubles you can probably get a little bit lucky and you can kind of roll with it at times, and that's kind of where it kicks off. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that comes together and you can flow really well. Like, there are so many people that play tennis and you have an opportunity to play with anyone and everyone. And sometimes you go and maybe pick the same person and then you go and change and you're like, oh, maybe this person has more positives than my other doubles partner. And then, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think they obviously could have lost first round, but I think getting through that, you probably build a bit of chemistry and belief and a relationship with your partner. And then there's something to be said about something being fresh. I feel like sometimes when you play with the same partner, sure, you get on the same page, as you're saying, the signals and the movement, but that can also get stale if you play with the same partner for a long time. So
and even predictable to your potential opponent.
Yeah,
100%.
so like 100%, I watched, I think, a bit of their third round and they were just having a lot of fun.
They looked like they were having fun.
Rinky was absolutely the playmaker. He's the X factor out there, and as I said before, when he gets his eye in, he's absolutely amazing. Returns so well and he's so dangerous from the back of the court. And David Pell, 6'6" at least.
He made Rinky look tiny, and
Rinky's not short.
6'1". Rinky is not short.
So lefty, so he's going to hold his serve. Rinky's strength, or well, probably his weakness, is up at the net. I think he would admit that, but as the tournament went on, he was very, very clinical up at the net, and his returning and stuff from the back is second to none. So I think they complement each other extremely well. Yeah.
Are they good friends now, like him and Pell? Like, have they now forged this fantastic friendship?
Are they playing US Open? Is that...
Come on.
Guys, so many questions. There was like 1, 2, 3. I don't.
Text him right now.
I think maybe Rinky didn't accept the final with him, so he's just going to flick him off and
fair call.
Not play with him ever again. I'm not sure.
Could this translate into a successful singles career, or is he all in, like our mate Todd, in the doubles world?
He would still label himself as a singles player.
He's not really doubles.
He just keeps having success in the doubles.
No, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, but
still 80 in the world.
I
think being a singles player, predominantly, it helps you play loose and free in the doubles, because you can tend to definitely tighten up in that format. Sun death juices, even though it's not that in slams, it is for most of the year. Super tie breaks, I've played my fair share, and you can definitely get pretty tight and nervous and anxious. So I think he'll definitely keep playing doubles at the slams and really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing him again.
Yeah,
Jaimee?
and then also on the women's side, you've seen a lot of the top doubles players then transfer over to singles. Like Sabalenka,
Storm
she was
as well.
Storm. Like
Yeah.
Sabalenka, she was world number 1 doubles player, won a couple slams, and now
that's a good
she's
point.
world number 1 singles
Yeah.
player. So I think on the women's side, it definitely helps a lot.
I
of
guess
us.
we can give a shout out to Olivia Gadecki.
Yep.
making the
100%.
Nice one. Well,
the
they
semis.
weren't friends either, were they?
Well, I think Storm was supposed to play
Yeah.
with Des, and then they did a repartner, and Olivia came in, and then Maya and Kim Birrell also had a great win against Muhammad and Scherz, I think, who was seeded quite highly. So great to see the Aussie women getting some great doubles results as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And doubles is super fun to watch. Like, don't discount it.
Oh,
It's a
100%.
ripper.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
And then it becomes fun because Fed Cup ties will soon
Yeah.
are soon coming up. So then
Yeah.
everyone's fighting for a position to be singles and doubles player. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Brilliant. All right, well, sticking with the slams, I'll tell you what caught my eye. Now, we're looking at a slam tracker. We'll look at the current crop of players in the singles. And, we've obviously got a couple of outliers, namely one, Novak Djokovic. He's got 24 of the things.
Oh,
So-
yes, I like what you've written in our show notes. Too many to fit.
So, so if you want to
like
know how
that.
many, it's 24
Too many.
of all of them.
How many?
Too many.
How many?
She's still singing, folks. But then looking at it, so the current crop of players, Iga, she's got 6 and a nice little mix. Still doesn't have the Aussie Open. Naomi
doesn't.
Osaka, she's got 4, but all hard court, 2 US, 2 AO. And then Sabalenka's got 3. And then down in the men, we've got Carlos Alcaraz sitting on 5, still waiting for his Norman Brooks from the Australian Open. And Jannik Sinner, he's got 4, but no French. What does all of this mean to you guys? How locked in do you think we are now looking at these? Mainly on the men's side, it's becoming quite apparent that Carlos and Jannik are kind of the new 2.
Yep.
So we had our 3. I know Novak still is. We've got 3. So we'll say Novak's still in the 3.
Yeah, I
We
think
had our
he's still
3,
in it.
Roger, Rafa and Novak, sometimes Andy.
And Murray for a bit.
But now we've got Novak, Carlos and Jannik. Is everyone else just been blown out of the water again? We were expecting this next generation of players to come in, and they've kind of come, but it's now we've got a 3 again.
They're coming, though. You've got like Tien and Fonseca. They're going to be
Yeah. Well, there was
nipping on their heels before you know it.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because I love Fonseca.
Yeah.
Great
we
to
all
watch.
love
I think everyone's
Fonseca.
looking at Fonseca to be the next challenger to
Yeah.
those two. And I think, as you said, it's Carlos and Yannick, and then there's daylight at the moment. And I feel like Medvedev, Zverev, Tsitsipas, a few
Rublev.
years back, they were kind of the 3
Yeah.
everyone was looking at. But now still Zverev he's made a bunch of finals and just hasn't quite broken through for that maiden slam title.
And do you feel like once he does win that one, that it will just keep rolling? Like, do you think he needs that breakthrough and then he's going to be in that top 3?
I
with
mean, yeah,
Sinner
possibly.
and
It could get the
Alcaraz?
monkey off the back a little
Yeah.
bit, but I think deep in slams, obviously incredible player, but I feel like he is lacking just that little bit of X factor you need in a final.
Yeah.
That's being incredibly picky. Amazing, been there multiple times, but
Well, I
when
think Sinner showed that X factor in Wimbledon.
Yeah.
In that 4th set, that's kind of historically where you would expect the quote-unquote favourite of Carlos to turn it back around and win it in 5. But there was a few key moments there in that 4th set where Sinner just locked in and did not give Alcaraz the room that he needed to turn it around. And I think that's the X factor, the longevity to get through not just the slam, but also the final itself into that 4th set and just keep dominating.
So you're saying Zverev doesn't have that X factor?
I'm agreeing with
Yeah,
Luke that Zverev
yeah.
doesn't have that X factor.
Got you.
yeah,
Like
but-
that component.
If I'm under the bus, I'm taking you with me.
No, yeah, amazing player, but also looking at Jack Draper, he's definitely a contender.
Great shout.
And, I'm very excited looking at the women's race
Yeah,
as well. I feel
absolutely.
like Swiatek was under the radar, as we mentioned earlier at Wimbledon, but Sabalenka has lost in a few finals. Coco Gauff playing amazing. Just an incredible sort of stretch we're into in the women's game as well, and excited to sort of see that Grand Slam title race as well.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled to see Coco kind of still champing at the bit there. Like with her French Open win, that was incredible. Upsetting Wimbledon. I think she's going to be around and will be one of the greats. I love Coco.
Yeah, I do too. What about Andreeva? Where do we think she'll start nipping on the heels of the women?
I still think she's quite young. So I think there's so much she's learning
Potential.
every time she steps out onto court, every time she plays a quarters, a semis or a final of 1,000, 250, 500. Like every time she steps up, you can see her experience starting to come through.
Yeah.
And I think the more that she plays and is in those moments, she's learning so much probably about herself, and like her team is unreal. Like you saw her come out and support her coach during
Yeah.
Wimby.
Yeah.
Like
Love
there's so
that.
much support around her, and I only think there's a matter of time before she takes that next step. But yeah, she's still so young. But I quite like that we have a spread on the women's side.
Yeah, it
I
is
think
better.
it's quite
It is
good to
good.
see. I think we had that era of Venus and Serena kind of winning
Winning
everything.
everything.
And I think it's quite nice to see like the level and the different game styles from each player too. I know
Yeah.
we're a little bit biased with, Iga winning French, Naomi hard court, Sabalenka hard court, but I think over the next couple of years they'll adapt their games as well, and they're the little things that you improve time to time to be able to be better on a different surface.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like there's more room for surprises and excitement on the women's side. Like we saw Kennan win here at the Australian Open a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it's always sort of, you can pick some favourites, but that top end of it is always up and down.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
it is exciting.
All right, well, speaking of championships, Jaimee, I think you've got a little fun eye catcher of your own.
I do. So one of my favorite things to do during any slam is to watch match point and see how the player reacts.
Love.
And see like what their celebration's going to be. Are they falling to the floor? Are they doing the racket throw? So the team has put together some clips that I thought would be quite good for you guys to watch, and I'm going to explain as we watch them. And then you're going to pick your favorite one, and then after that, I'm going to ask you what your celebration would be if
I
you
love
won
this.
Good.
Grand
I did
Slam.
bring fireworks randomly,
Yeah,
so this is going to work
okay.
out well.
That's going to be
All right,
gonna be
talk
quite
us
fun.
through it.
Clown
Okay.
mask.
That's just my face.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one we've got Venus. She's just won. They're all Wimbledon. So she's gone for the hands up and down, the jumps, the double knee jumps, which
She's got some good bounce in
I
that.
great
really like
bounce,
her.
which is kind of like nice because I think
Luckily,
it's
she didn't win when there was a roof, because that could have been
true.
quite
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
Luke liked it.
I know he did. He's being polite.
It's because I've stopped being mean to him. Sorry, Jaimee.
No,
I
you're
derailed you.
good. Keep going. Next
Yeah,
one.
no, that was brilliant.
We're going to go to Andy Murray.
Oh, the hero of his country.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorites. It's quite authentic. It's quite raw. He's gone for the kick of the ball, the drop the racket. You can see his family get quite emotional.
Throw
his
his hat
wife
off.
throw the hat. So that's
It looked,
probably
he could
up
he'd
there.
probably do pretty well with his Sharon. He had some good
he
movement
would.
there.
That would hit
With
the
the
roof.
kicking of the
Yeah,
ball.
kicking of the ball.
I don't
Yeah.
know how people do that. I see people do it at the park. I'm like, how are you guys doing
Kicking
that?
a ball. Okay.
I can barely throw a ball.
Yeah, what an athlete. That's coming from me.
Okay, next one. And then
she's back.
we've gone with the iconic Serena. She's gone plate
yeah.
on the head.
Oof,
I think
that's
that's
brave.
quite brave. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't want to be dropping that trophy.
No.
And then our lucky last, we've gone with probably one of the most iconic celebrations with Novak eating the grass. I think that is
So he literally wins, he bends down, plucks some grass out from the
And
turf
eats it.
and eats it.
And I just wanted to ask Luke, have you tried the grass at Wimby?
I haven't.
You
Eaten
haven't?
a little.
You haven't?
No.
Okay,
Oh.
so yeah, my
not?
sister and my
Sure.
coach at the time, Jared, tried Roehampton grass, and then I qualied that year. So then we went to Wimby, and then they tried the Wimby grass.
Was it a different texture?
Yeah, different texture. Yeah,
Wow.
because I think it's depending on what they put, like the fertilizer
Yeah,
and
blood and
stuff.
bone.
Yeah, what they spray
What
it
they're
with.
marinating the grass in.
Yeah. So sorry, that was just wanted to answer
Okay,
that
so that's
question.
the secret to the
Okay.
tennis play's diet. Grass.
grass.
Some
Well,
of the
I didn't eat
nutrients.
it, but
Oh, okay. Well, there's
they
your problem.
did. Yeah,
Your
true.
sister
That's
and
why I
your
didn't go
coach
further.
did, though. I
yeah,
love
they
that.
I was
did. They
eating the
tried it.
scones.
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong.
Well, put a little garnish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit of turf.
Strawberries
Bring
and
that
cream
in.
with a little
Is this
spring
parsley? No, it's a Bermuda
grass
blue.
bay.
That's so funny. So, which one was your favorite celebration?
I'm going to go with the Murray
Yep.
because I think when I celebrate, I lose control of my arms, so to be said. So I throw them around
Not
a
enough
little bit.
grass in your
And
diet.
I've also done the flick the hat off.
Yep.
So when I wear it backwards, I flick it off, but all in the one movement, like fist pump, flick.
Have you
And then-
practiced this?
Haven't practiced it, but
But it always works.
it always works.
And that would be your that would be your celebration
Fist pump.
post Grand Slam
it'd
win.
be racket away, flick the hat off, lay on the ground, possibly not move for minutes.
Gotcha.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good.
Quite dramatic.
Brie?
Winning a slam?
My favorite is Serena walking with that on her head because I do quite like to just balance things on my head and walk. Like that's kind of a me thing.
Like an Australia's net top model sort of hangover.
No, just being an idiot.
Oh, great.
kind
Cool.
of thing.
Yeah.
So she was my favorite.
Love that.
And what would I do if I
what
won?
would you do?
I'd probably do a dance, like a high kick or something.
Are
Knowing
you,
me.
are you
that'd
dropping
be good.
racket and then straight for the high kick?
No, I'd probably keep the racket. Like
Okay.
as a cool like
You use it like a baton, like a kitty
like
can.
like as a prop for my dancing. I think
Yeah.
I would probably
So showgirls or more like cheerleader style?
I think cheerleader.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dallas,
Big
Dallas
Dallas
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
And maybe straight into the splits.
And then they get the
Afterwards.
music going.
Yeah. Actually, I'd do a high kick, split, and then I'd pop elegantly the racket down.
And then, and then you just stand up and go shake their hand.
You would not stand up. You would be stuck there forever.
No, I can still do the splits. I'm double jointed.
Well, got plenty of
I'm
room.
not
No,
doing it.
not doing it now. Okay,
On the
fine.
table?
On the table.
Let's remember where we are, please.
Yeah, fair call. All right,
Same.
my pick. There's a lot of good ones there. I think Novak is my least favourite. Like, don't hit the grass. But
Yeah, I just think it's a bit weird.
yeah, it's a bit odd. Greatest player of all time. Not questioning that, but leave the
And we're not
grass alone.
questioning your sister and your coach eating it.
That's
Oh,
fine.
I am. Odd behaviour. Like, you know, like if you have a dog, they eat the grass when they're feeling sick.
They do.
So
They
with
also
their
pee
tummies.
on the grass.
Yeah, but it's so prestigious. Like, surely you just
Yeah.
have a little nibble.
Have a sniff. You can sniff it. Okay. But my
Sniffing
favourite,
it.
I agree with Luke, is the Andy moment. I think
Okay.
that's great. Not just for him, but also his mum's reaction.
Yeah.
It had it all. It was high emotion, high accuracy with ball to foot ratio. Yeah. My celebration. Few options there. I
The
think.
worm.
No. I just run to my tennis bag, pull out my wallet, get my ATM card, and just go check my balance to make sure that they put it in already. Because the amount of money we're talking here, it's in pounds too. Huge.
That's quite
And
different.
then wave or something. Be like, thanks for the
Mate,
cash.
it takes weeks to get paid from slams.
I was just thinking
come
that.
on,
Right.
you would be
But you're walking
very-
around with your card going
Yeah,
like this.
going-
Drinks on me.
Screaming my PIN number and then hoping I don't get mugged.
You'd get your cred and shout everyone drinks.
100%.
Nah, that didn't do anything. I'm the champion. Maybe my coach. I'll buy him some strawberries.
Love that.
All
What
right,
would you
that's it
do,
from me.
Jamie?
Well, I think my favorite would be Venus.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of, I feel like how I would react. I think I would
Just-
go like the drop rack and I'll just be like, just jumping or like hands up.
You can just see the excitement,
yeah,
joy,
just
energy.
see the, I think that's what I'll do. So she's probably,
That's your
my
pick?
favorite. Yeah. I don't want it to be forced. I think I don't really like it when it's forced.
Not the full choreo
Not
that
the
Bree's
full-
doing with
No,
her
but-
splits and
I'm
stuff.
doing a choreography.
Yeah, probably. But is that like, are you thinking about that just before you play the point to be like, I'm going to split here, I'm going to, because
No, I think I'd have a few routines in the mix and I'll just do what I feel is right for that winning moment.
yeah, that's
Just
fair.
stand there in horror and then just shit yourself.
Because there was a clip that I saw.
Over and fall.
There was a clip I saw of the junior boys winner. So he went drop racket, take the hat off, drop the hat, and then fall to the floor.
I saw that.
And
Yeah, it was
I
a bit
like,
mechanical.
Yeah, it was a bit mechanical, and I was like,
Oh.
oh, 5. Seen better.
Yeah. He needs to work on it.
He needs to work.
All right, going forward, we need to have a proper scoring system for these celebrations. I really like this. That was fun. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Good job.
Speaking of competitions, we had a little fantasy draft over
did.
Wimbledon, as you know. This time we had Brie, Levi, and Dan, two of our other regulars on the pod.
We did.
And somehow, I don't know how, our very own Brie pulled out a win. Technically tied, but you did pick
I got
the
a winner.
champion. So
That's a huge win.
Oh my
the
God.
team have put together this incredible award just for you.
So Levi and Brie both on 16, but a title
Yes.
Win
so
title puts you
takes
to
the
the
tie.
top.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
just
technically
clarify
it
that.
was a tie, but yeah, we look at that. Who picked whom?
Ooh,
You did
men's
pick the
final.
champion.
Men's final was huge.
Well
you had
done.
Sinner, Levi had
Yeah.
Alcaraz. Well
He
done.
could have beaten me by quite a bit if Alcaraz won.
True. Or if he'd pick either of the ladies finalists.
Yeah, do you
No
know
one
what's
went there.
interesting?
No one.
And you said it before that Iga was kind of went under the radar at Wimbledon,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
didn't pick her from Wimbledon. So it's quite
Under everyone's radar, including
Yeah.
the experts. Sorry, quote unquote experts.
yeah.
No, but well done. You really
Thank
earned that
you.
piece of paper.
Well, you had no faith in me.
No,
I had no faith in me.
the draw.
I know. I actually had a lot of fun doing it.
Well, I hope you guys at home or in your car or wherever you're listening or watching also had a bit of fun with that. We're going to have a quick ad break now, and then we'll be back on the other side with a bit more tennis news and then some of the fun stuff. All right, welcome back, everybody. More of the tennis from us. A few other little stories have been bubbling around. The US Open entry lists have just popped out. Of course, there's the no-knowns. There's the obvious ones, and everyone is pretty much going to New York for the US Open. But a couple of surprises in there, bro.
Yeah, Nick Kyrgios is using his protected ranking, and
good.
he will be there at the US Open.
His hair won't be, though.
No, because he
shaved
has
his head.
recently shaved his head. Yeah. Yep. So his hair won't be there, but
No,
Nick
maybe
Kyrgios
dynamic.
will be.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be moving well.
Schlicking through.
Schlicking through. We also have 12 Aussies with direct entry into main draw, so 8 men and 4 women. And we always do get further 2 wild cards.
Oh, great. So there will be 14 Aussies.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
That's
Yeah,
huge.
That's
No, I mean, like, do you
fantastic.
want to play? You could be...
Oh, as a
Wild card could be anyone.
Both?
Yeah.
Sign us up?
Like I'm playing some pennant this week, so Paul Kildare, wherever you are, Royal South Yarra. I'm hitting them right. So
Great.
and I'm hitting some balls the NTC now. So killer, you don't do much at the best of times. So come over and have a
Oh,
look.
hard agree.
I saw your story yesterday, the winner line, the passing shot.
yeah.
That was pretty good. Hopefully we can get that up and get some footage of that.
It
That was
felt-
pretty cool.
It felt a lot better than what the footage showed.
Yeah.
Not
No,
that-
but it looked good.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
thanks,
So it
Jamie.
looked
Looked
good,
good.
felt amazing.
Yeah. Get him in the draw.
Yeah, this started as a joke,
Okay.
but I'm on board now. I want both of you in there.
Okay,
Well,
so
talk to Killer.
Yeah, Killer.
Yeah, Killer.
So 12 Australian men and women, and Luke Saville as our
Yeah.
wild card for the US Open. So
Are we coaches? Are we support staff?
Yep, I'm in. Because it's a
I'm
hard...
there to take the content.
Being a hard court tournament, you don't have to eat the surface. So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Done.
Good.
Yeah.
Quite like that.
All right.
Sounds good.
US Open. Well, we'll be covering that extensively
It's not
as we
far
get
off.
closer.
Yeah, I think we're
We're
about 4
to
weeks away.
hit up the US swing back over that side of the pond. Looking at the coaching world.
Yeah.
So in the media at the moment, Zverev has been training with Toni Nadal down in Mallorca. But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
So I hear.
We also have, we've spoke about it last week. Tsitsipas is being coached by Goran.
When
Rublev,
Goran's not talking about him in the press, but
True.
they're still together.
they're still together. And
Match
Rublev is with Safin. So there's a little bit of a trend, we feel, of players going back to coaching greats of the past.
Yeah, I feel like at that point end of the game, everyone's just looking for those extra few percent. And then I personally felt like I didn't need a former player as a coach, but probably a lot of players do want that experience of someone that's played at the highest level. So definitely starting to see a trend. And Zverev and Toni Nadal, it's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's bringing back the older players, and I feel like their knowledge and experience would
Yeah.
be pretty incredible, especially for 3 of those top players trying to get into the top 5 or
Yeah.
top 10 or like.
It's pretty exciting there in the world of coaching. But now, for some true excitement, Brie, you've got a top 5 for us, I hear.
I do. We are doing top 5 Royal Box moments from Wimbledon. So just wanted to share some quick little facts. Wimbledon started the Royal Box in 1922, strictly invite-only section next to the stadium's centre court that seats 74 people with no tickets available to the public. To score a seat, you have to receive a personal invitation from the chairman of the All England Club, and you can't pay your own way in, so there's no bribery. So sorry, Xave. And invitees are
I
announced.
paid you not to say that.
Sorry. Invitees are announced to the crowd ahead of each match. So the guest list remains a secret until the moment they say who's in the box. So like Sir David Attenborough.
So it's not just royals. You don't have to have a
the
crown
royals,
at home.
royals and royal families connections, like throughout the world kind of thing, they get instant access.
Nice.
The rest need to be invited.
Gotcha.
Unless you've won Wimbledon, then you also get instant access.
So you can just rock up. So Roger can just turn up every day.
Well, you have to probably indicate
Probably need to
that you're
send him an
coming.
email.
You need
Yeah.
to say,
Okay.
hey, I wanted to come on these days.
Text the king. Chuck, it's
coming?
Roger. I'm going to be there tomorrow. Warm a seat for me, bro.
But so there was one time David Attenborough, they announced him to the crowd and everyone gave him a standing ovation.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
I know, I love David Attenborough. Anyway, so we're just going to go through some top 5 moments that have been a little bit funny, tricky, naughty.
Can I do the buttons?
Yes.
Which one first?
Number-
5?
Yep.
Geez, pause on that one.
So our first one is from 2025. Hugh Grant falling asleep.
Wake up, Jeff.
Mate,
Yeah.
you're in a first set tie break. Wake up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so early.
And he was watching Djokovic and Kaboli in the quarterfinal, and my spies tell me that he had to be woken up because he was on broadcast.
Well, they
too
probably want
much.
to check his pulse.
But don't you even love that even the tie has kind of split? Like he's really just slumped.
Yeah.
And asleep in the real box. And he's not far from Camilla as well. So that's why he kept showing up on broadcast and they had to be like, Mr. Grant, could you please wake up?
But at what point do the people on his side be like,
Yeah,
like,
a little elbow.
He was next to his wife.
yeah, wake him up.
Wake him up.
Wait, that's not his wife, is it?
No, on the other side.
Right, okay.
Okay, let's go to 4. This is a particularly good one. In 2015, Sir Lewis Hamilton was rejected from being in the royal box as he didn't wear a tie or a suit jacket. So he actually, this is a post. So we've got up on the screen him in what he was wearing without the tie and the suit jacket, and also an Instagram post of him being very excited about his invites.
Well, I'm
And
pretty
he
sure
put
in your
them
little
up on
invite
social.
kit, there'd be the dress code, mate.
Well,
I don't care if
apparent-
you're one of the greatest Formula One drivers of all time. Read your itinerary.
Get it together.
Get a tie.
Apparently, his assistants forgot to tell him of the dress code. You also aren't allowed to wear
Blame the little
hats in there.
people.
So the hat was probably also wrong.
That was like Paddy Raft at the Newcomb Medal one year. No tie.
Oh,
Did Prue send him home?
No, Paddy Raft, he attended. He was in there.
yeah.
But come
Oh,
on.
he doesn't need.
Come on, Paddy.
He doesn't need a tie, Pat Rafter. He looks
That's-
good in
that's true.
anything.
It is true.
But yeah,
no,
Lewis did understand. He didn't kick up a stink. He was like, "Yeah, I understand the rules. I'm really sorry."
Yeah.
But I think he was really disappointed.
But go to the gift shop. Go grab a tie. What are we doing here?
also, what's he wearing?
I know, he looks
What
like...
is this shirt?
Yeah, he looks like he's about to
But do you
rob
leave,
someone at
go
train
get a tie,
station.
and then come back?
I
And then a
would've.
suit jacket,
He
and then
didn't
come back?
do
Like
that,
my
though.
invitation is still valid.
Yeah, or like you've got
Yeah.
all these assistants that you're blaming for your wardrobe malfunction. Send one of them to the shops.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Be better.
Yeah, be better. All right, next up, Brie.
3. In 2016, it was reported that Bradley Cooper and Arena Sheikh were having an argument in the real box, resulting in her crying. So this hit the headlines of all tabloids.
At least Hugh's awake in this one.
Yeah, I know. He looks younger there too. 10 years prior.
Right.
But yeah, so there were all these kind of speculations. They're having an argument. It was all headline, front page news in the UK. Came out a couple of days later. She was struggling with pollen in her eyes. She had a bit of hay fever.
Oh, she had hay fever, had the allergies.
Speculate away. Who knows? But
Yeah.
they definitely look like
But
they
again,
were not happy.
Brad, give you your glasses. He's sitting there with his sunnies on.
I reckon they were actually having a fight.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I really,
Yeah,
I
I
really
think it was a lie.
swallowed that bullshit story pretty quick, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks a bit mean.
Oh, he's not mean. It's beautiful.
What's next, Brie?
2. Okay, we're going back to the 60s and the 90s because
Very
we
cool.
really needed Princess Margaret in here, who used to sit in the royal box and smoke.
Right.
So we've got some photos from 1966, 1968, and 1995.
Whoa, that's
I love that.
I love
That's
it
so
too.
cool.
95.
No, one of the previous ones.
Okay.
That's 68, I think.
Okay.
That one.
Because like colour
Oh,
photography.
no, I think that is 95.
I mean, the glasses are very 90s. A little bit Back to the Future-y.
Anyway, she's known as a rule breaker, Little Miss Princess Margaret.
Yeah. She went in those photos. She went from like Audrey Hepburn to like
Back to the
one
Future.
of the Kerrigans.
Yeah. I'm really into
She's like a mob
Margaret.
boss. Oh, I love
think
her.
She's
She's great.
so cool. And the fact that she's sitting there where you're supposed to be elegance and grace with a ciggy,
Yeah.
hats off for
Yeah, how
her.
good's
That's
that?
so cool.
So that's a bit
good.
more refined.
I think that's 95.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Jeez.
That is so cool.
How good is it?
It's a little at the end, a bit turned in. You sure it's not a J?
It does look like a marijuana there.
Just
yeah.
having a spliff.
A marijuana.
Well, they're eating grass down there and they're smoking
Smoking
it in
it
the
in
royal
the royal
box.
box.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Shout out
Full
to
disclosure,
Princess Margaret.
she is not doing drugs.
Yeah, speed dealers.
Well, we're not sure.
Like,
Speed dealers.
It's given Eshe.
Royal boxer.
Number one.
All right, number one. All right, this is going to be hard to top.
Yeah, I know. I should have put her first. We've got Meghan Markle, rejected for wearing
selling
jeans
jam?
in 2019. So here you can see she's in jeans, a jacket and a hat. So she really wanted to go into the royal box and they said, no, you're in jeans. That's not
Is this
appropriate.
before or after she was a royal?
She was already a royal. It was before she'd been kicked
That's
out
so
of the
awkward.
royal family, though.
Oh, she left on her own
it's
accord.
before she left the royal family.
Yeah, because she had to go on Oprah or whatever she did.
But she also did say if she was to sit in the box, no one was allowed to take photos of her, fans, professional photographers alike. And then she did become known as the control freak.
Oh, she's painful. And now this Riviera, whatever thing she's working on. And then didn't she steal the flag from Mallorca? I've got thoughts. I'm going to have a little
That should
essay.
be another podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Zane's
Royals.
rant.
I think there's enough of them. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know. I
there's too
read
much
something and it just gave me the irrits
You're
that
right.
she stole the
had
flag.
to change the logo for
Yeah,
her brand because of
Leave Mallorca alone.
Yeah. Look, she's really trying. But
right.
that was my top 5. That was a
That
really
was
fun
fun.
one.
That was fun.
Princess
that.
Margaret for the win.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that was a good top 5 with 2 being the best.
Yeah, I should have put it at 1.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's all subjective.
Yeah.
If you've got a different top 5, feel free to send it in. podcast@tennis.com.au. Ace of the week.
Oh,
Let's go.
It's our favourite
Boom.
thing this week and every week. Stole that from NPR. Sorry. Brie, let's start with you. What's your ace of the week?
Okay. I am heading to Newcastle tomorrow night.
So this is meant to be a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's happening.
Did think that. The prodigal daughter is returning home after 2 years of not being home. But it will be nice to be home. My
Be
mum
warm?
is, well, it's warmer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
warmer.
it's still cool. Like it's 18 degrees, which I'm so into.
That's right.
But that is cold for Newcastle. But mum's 70. So
Ah.
I'm heading home to see the fam. But I stay in this hotel I quite like there. And I wake up and you see water views. Now, it's of the coal loader, but it's actually beautiful. Anyway, I'll show you photos next week, but
Great.
it's really good.
Okay.
Nice, bro.
That's very
That's
good.
nice.
Luke, what about yourself?
My ace of the week, Dash and I went to Dalesford on the weekend.
I did see
and
that.
for 2 nights.
Stalking.
And
Beautiful.
very,
town.
very nice,
So nice.
territory there. And yeah, we loved it. Stayed at a great little hotel called
Go on, give
the
them a plug.
Dudley
Yeah.
Boutique Hotel. Everyone stayed there, ran by 2 guys, Charles and Adrian. Did an amazing job. So really enjoyed it. Go to Dalesford.
I love Dalesford.
I've
It is
never
beautiful.
been.
Oh my God, you need
Oh.
to go.
Yeah.
It's
Got
beautiful
all the
winter.
best bits of like a small country town, but without the bad bits. So like
And
it's
great
like, got a beautiful lake,
food
beautiful
and
food, wine,
restaurants.
spas.
Nice markets.
Send me their
Great
Instagram.
antique store. Did you go to the antique store?
Yeah, like the mill markets.
Yeah, the mill
Oh,
markets.
incredible.
Oh,
So
isn't it
good.
huge. But there's also that little tiny one in town. Actually, a
Yeah,
friend of mine
that's
owns
expensive.
a shop there
Yeah.
that sells cheese and wine. Wine's
yeah.
Peak,
Yes.
just near the
Yep,
roundabout.
Yep, right in the middle.
Oh yeah, I
Amazing.
went there
Opposite
too.
the pub.
Because I went at Easter. I love
Yep.
Dalesford.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not that far. Like I live out that
Yeah.
way.
It's
And
like
it's
an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
pop on
okay.
down after the show. Go.
After the show,
Go.
yes.
Go now.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
Let me say my ace and then
Okay,
I'll go.
cool. Excellent. Over to you. What's your ace of the week?
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited about my ace of the week, to be honest. So my local VFL team, the Preston Bull Ants, won their first game 2 weeks ago in 380 days.
Wow.
Yep. So
That's great.
it's fantastic. And then last week on the Sunday, they went back to back. So they've gone 2 in a row. So
Great.
shout out Bull Ants. And then they play again this Sunday, hopefully for 3 in a row. So yeah, that's kind of my...
That's brilliant.
That's huge.
We're just going to let Bull Ants go. That's totally
no,
fine.
I need to talk about
Yeah.
why are they bullets?
Because I mean, like you look at AFL teams and they're like, you know, the Tigers,
Hawk.
the Hawks, the Cats, the Blues.
why are they
The
bullets?
Bullets?
Are they like small but poisonous?
They
No,
really
so they
hurt.
used to be part of, they're a standalone VFL club, so they're the
Yeah.
Preston Bull Ants, and they used to be part of Carlton, so they used to be the Northern Bull Ants. And then Carlton now have their own VFL team, and then Preston Bull Ants have their own standalone. But I'm not sure why it's a Bull Ant. I think there's a lot of history to the Preston Bull Ants, to the club, so for the
gonna
community.
Google it.
This is my
After.
afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm going deep on Wikipedia.
Yeah, so for the
Yeah.
club, it's been really great, and for the community around it, and for the players as well. 380 days without a win,
And then 2 in a row.
and they're 2 in
And
a row.
good on them for not giving up.
Yeah,
'cause I
so
would've.
it's been really
Yeah.
good for everyone and
Yeah.
for the club. So shout out Bull
That's
Ants.
awesome.
Very good, Ace.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, my turn. Now, I love a good movie, but you know what I love better than a good movie? A really bad good movie.
Like a cringy
Yeah,
movie?
like it was bad in the sense that it was just bad, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was like a classic, instant classic, I'm going to call it, buddy comedy called Heads of State. It's brand new out this week. Idris Elba and John Cena.
Did you go to the movies?
No, it's on Prime.
Oh.
I don't have time to go to the movies.
That's
I'm too
what I
busy
was gonna
researching
see.
for the show.
Yeah.
But it was bad in the best possible way. John Cena is a movie star turned US president.
He was at Wimbledon.
He
Was
was.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then Idris Elba
Yeah.
plays the UK Prime Minister. It's stupid. It's fun. It's
But is it
90 minutes.
slapstick?
No. It's
Okay,
like
good. I don't
it's
like slapstick.
Stupid in the sense of like this would never happen, but it was well shot. It was all action. Yeah, good action buddy comedy. Very kind of 80s vibe.
Movie.
Yeah. Heads of State. It's called
On Amazon
State.
Prime.
on Amazon Prime. Free plug there because I know Jeff Bezos needs my help. And that's it for Ace of the Week. And I've got here, Brie, that you're going to interrupt with some news.
Yes. We have Davis Cup here back in Australia after 3 years playing in Sydney in
Speaking
September. I know Luke played in the last Davis Cup team
Yes.
3 years ago
I
here in
did.
Australia.
Yep. I played in early 22 against Hungary.
Ah.
And I lost my doubles, but we won the tie.
Oh, bang.
That's cool. Still good
Amazing.
Look,
day.
it doesn't matter if you lose a match if the team wins, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't,
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
By an
matter
inch
at
or a
all.
mile, winning's winning.
No, it's
to quote
actually
Vin
that's
Diesel.
false. I felt terrible, but the team carried and got through, and yeah, very exciting. Another tie here in
Yeah.
Australia, and probably spearheaded by Alex de Minaur,
Yep.
who plays his best tennis up there in Sydney.
Perfect.
does,
Loves a
so-
team event too, so that's going to be good.
Yes.
So in Sydney,
In Sydney at Ken Rosewell Arena.
yes.
In September, tickets are on sale now. The tickets are selling really well. So make sure you get your ticket ASAP because you don't want to miss out. Nothing like Aussie pride, Aussie soil, and our Aussie team.
yeah,
I'll be
Ripper.
there.
Yep.
definitely. And you were
You
talking.
won't be.
No. Well, you said before you're so keen. You're going to even like on your own.
I'm going to
dime
buy
go.
my own tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Brie. Very important. Get your tickets now. Luke, thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Thanks,
Always
guys.
a pleasure.
Always.
had a blast.
Love having
Thank
you here.
you.
I hope you come back. Same with you, Jaimee. Thank you for joining us.
Excited.
And you're coming back in a couple of weeks, I hear.
I think I am. Do
She's
you want to break the
co-hosting.
news?
Yeah, because
filling in for
you've got
me.
something overseas. You're
I'm
jetting
going
off.
to Jakarta with TikTok.
Very good.
Yep.
And we needed a new and improved guest host for that week.
Oh, definitely
100%.
not.
Jamie's going to come into the hot seat.
Yeah.
I have big shoes to fill, but I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Sometimes
do
they're
it.
sandals.
That's fine. I can bring my sandals.
There we go. Very good. Well, thank you both so much for coming on the
Thank you,
show.
guys.
Thank you for those at home, in the car, wherever you are, for sticking with us. We'll be back next week with more of the tennis.
Yeah.
See you then.
Bye.
Hey everyone, Harps and Andy here. Just want to remind you that you can watch every episode of The Tennis on our YouTube channel, Australian Open TV.
And we have an email as well, podcast@tennis.com.au. If you thought the show was amazing or you thought it was terrible, we are keen to hear from you. We'll read it. So feedback, comments, whatever it is, get in touch with us at our email and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you later.